What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Now, as you can see behind me, this is familiar territory. We're back here at the Junkyard, so we're gonna go ahead and do another Junkyard tour. And today I've got a goal in mind. I'm trying to find a 2010 to 2013 Mercedes-Benz E350 Sport front wheel. So long story short, I got a family member that bought a used E350 and the wheel's been curbed. They're not sure when they did that, so I've been asked to go ahead and locate a replacement front wheel. So I got about 7 of them on my list here, and we're gonna go ahead and walk through and see if we find a good match. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hit up the Junkyard. Okay, this right here is row 206. I walked the entire row, and we got black 206 right here. So this car is now gone. So this is null and void. So basically we've got 5 cars to go ahead and check out. Let's go ahead and hit the other 5 cars. 2010 Mercedes-Benz E350 Coupe in white. As you can see, wheels and tires are snatched on this passenger side right here. Now keep in mind, the wheels I'm looking for, the rear is staggered, so I'm looking for a front wheel. Let's go ahead and check out the other side. Okay, the rear tire is gone. However, the front is still intact. This thing is damaged, but this is the wrong design. Now, even though this is a split 5-spoke design, this is a 17. I'm looking for an 18. So this is the wrong wheel design. Anyhow, since we're here, let's just go ahead and do a brief tour on this car. Okay, heavy front end collision. As you can see the impact right there on that crash beam, probably a pole of some sort. And this thing is all crumpled up on the front end. So that's basically what sent this car to the yard. Obviously the windshield is shattered and both airbags have been deployed. So this thing is from North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance. Can't show you the date because this thing's all faded. And it looks like this might be the glass top option. I'm not sure, but this is a functioning sunroof. Let's see if we can open this thing up and take a peek. Solid feeling doors. All right, got some tan interior. Sadly, it's an automatic transmission. Okay, that's a joke. These things come in automatic only. And as you can see, both airbags have been deployed. And it looks like we got radio controls, I think, that have been snatched out of there. Let's take a look at the back. This thing's been ravaged through. They pulled the back seats so they can get access to the trunk. Just a bunch of panels just chilling back there. All right, we struck out on this white E350 Coupe. Let's go ahead and check out the other E350s. Rest in peace, 2010 Mercedes E350. Hope we can keep some other ones on the road. Okay, since we're focused on Mercedes-Benz today, let's go ahead and take a quick tour of this one. 2003 Mercedes-Benz SL500. This is the top of the line car back then. 2-seat convertible. Let's go ahead and check out what's going on. Obviously, you see heavy front end collision right here on the driver's side. Most likely they sent this car to the yard. Looks like the intake has been picked off right there, top of that motor. This is the V8 model. Someone's already grabbed that headlight and fender. These parts are very valuable on these cars, by the way. Yeah, you still got the rear wheel and tire, a little bit of damage right there. And someone actually took the topmost portion of the convertible top. So this is a hard top convertible that folds in the trunk right there. Rear end has been shattered and the interior has been heavily ravaged through. Seats are no good. As you can see, exposed foam right there on the top of the headrest. Same situation on the passenger seat and a lot of miscellaneous parts chilling back there. Okay, as you can see, there's penetrations in the rear trunk. So basically the forklift popped through and lifted up to force it open. Can't get in the car sometimes. Taillight's been snatched and the wheels and tires are snatched from the driver's side as well. Door handle's gone. See if I can take a quick peek in here. Yeah, even the door panels have been snatched. It looks like the dashboard is still there and the covering has been ripped off. It's quite bizarre. Okay, nothing I need on the SL500. Rest in peace, Mercedes-Benz SL500. Hope you can keep some other ones on the road. 2011 Mercedes-Benz E350 Sedan in gray. And we got a CB7 there. We'll go ahead and do some coverage on that in a little bit. This wheel design is incorrect. This is similar to the white coupe that we just saw. This is a split 5-spoke design, but this is a 17-inch wheel. So this is not the sport package. So while we're here, let's just go ahead and do a brief tour. Totaled out by Progressive. Mileage is at about 120,000, I believe it is. Solid feeling doors. We got gray interior with a light wood grain accent. Looks like the sun has badly faded it. As you can see, the wood grain on the side right there compared to the front, heavily sun faded. So window tint is very important for cars. Anyways, it looks mostly intact. Looks like the bottom seat bottom right here on the passenger seat is gone. I guess someone had worn out seats, but this smells very familiar with the E350 I'm familiar with my family member. Okay, taking a look at the front end, heavily stripped down, and taking a look at the passenger side here, this is heavy front end passenger collision right there. I mean, just look at that strut tower. It's barely hanging by a thread. I mean, that's wild. I mean, just look all the sheet metal just torn up right there. Just taking a look at that damage right there on the apron. Man, this thing is a goner. As you can see, the hood is badly crumpled up. So this thing took a big hit. I don't know, I'm guesstimating 45, maybe 50 miles an hour. I'm not sure. Not an accident investigator here. Someone's already snatched out the taillights. Trunk's been popped open. And there is not much in the trunk, just some miscellaneous parts, and panels have been pulled back. Rest in peace, 2011 Mercedes sedan. Hoping to keep some other ones on the road. All right, let's go back to our roots. 1991 Accord CB7. This is a coupe version. And it looks like the forklift has poked a hole right here in the roof and just picked this thing up. That's pretty wild. Anyways, we got shattered glass right here on the rear quarter window. It looks like the carpet has been snatched. And this is a proper 5-speed transmission. Okay, the entire gauge cluster, AC controls, and radio have been snatched as well. This car has been really ravaged through, including the door panels. And the clock is just chilling there for someone who needs it. Okay, I'm not gonna get too close to the dashboard right there. As you can see, the windshield is shattered and a lot of glass shards, so you gotta be extra cautious going to the junkyard. It can be dangerous here. Okay, the wheels and tires are snatched, and it looks like someone's taken apart the suspension right here. That's pretty wild. Okay, the front end is mostly intact. However, you got some damaged passenger headlight right there. And the good thing about these CB7s, just a little FYI, this is the last Honda Accord that actually utilized glass headlights. So there's no plastic fading or whatsoever. It's just a shame that Honda and all these other manufacturers switched over to plastic lenses, which fades in the UV rays. So that's one good thing about the CB7s with the quality. Glass headlights, just one little small detail. Yeah, and the passenger side looks relatively intact as well. It looks like the passenger seat has been pulled up for whatever reason. I guess someone wanted that carpet. And the rear quarter glass is smashed out as well. That's a shame. Someone could have used that quarter glass. Okay, no parts I need on the CB7. Rest in peace, 1991 Accord CB7 Coupe. Hoping to keep some other ones on the road. 2011 Mercedes-Benz E350 sedan, 4MATIC in black color. And it looks like the wheels and tires are snatched. On the driver's side here, let's go ahead and do a quick tour of this one. Okay, front driver's side airbags deployed, indication of front end collision, along with the passenger side airbag. This interior looks like it's got a two-tone, black with tan inserts. That's very nice. I'm a big fan of the saddle color interiors, along with the saddle color seats. It's very classy right there. And it looks like a black dashboard. I like this color accent right here. Can't tell the mileage, it's all faded right there. Just gotta be very careful walking through the salvage yard. Look at this fender, just, peeled back like an orange right there. Okay, we got a heavy front end driver collision right there. Most likely sent this car to the yard. Looks like the passenger head and parking lights are still intact, surprisingly. Okay, we got a Prince tennis racket. Anyone wanna go play some tennis? Okay, we got some damages right here on the passenger side as well. As you can see how tight these cars are sometimes, you just can't walk through in between them. That's one thing I don't like about this yard right here, is it's very crowded and the cars are not up on stands. Okay, we got a shattered windshield, and it looks like I got some damage right there on the A-pillar with the trim pulling off. Okay, it looks like the rear corner taillight has been snatched. Trunk is popped open, and just a bunch of miscellaneous parts and panels pulled away. There must be some type of module back here in the trunk panel, because this is the second Mercedes E350 where this panel is pulled back. And you can kind of see the cage right there, so I'm not sure if that's like an audio amplifier or the ECM. I'm not sure. I'm not too familiar with these E350s. And just take a look at the passenger side panel. This is pulled back. As you can see, we got some type of distribution block. Maybe this is a fuse block, but just look at all these wires that have been cut and whatnot. Let me see what this thing is. Yep, that's your fuse block right there in the trunk. Quite bizarre. Rest in peace, Mercedes E350. Hope we can keep some other ones on the road. All right. got the trunk open now. Okay, so you might be asking why I had the forklift operator rip the trunk open. So this is a Subaru BRZ, which is the Scion FRS twin. Anyways, it's got electronic trunk release. And when they put these cars through processing, they remove the batteries. There's no way you can open the trunk, so forklift operator just pulled this thing open. Anyways, my good friend is looking for a spare tire and jack, and sadly, it's just a bunch of trash right here in the trunk. So appreciate the effort to the forklift driver. It's very nice to do that, but you know, we strike out sometimes. It is what it is. 2010 Mercedes-Benz E350 Coupe, 4MATIC in white color. Taking a look at the wheels, we're close right here, but these are 6-spoke wheels. It does have the AMG, which I'm looking for, but however, this is the wrong design. But these are the 18s. I don't know if you can see it right there. 255, 35, 18. This might have the staggered setup. Let's see if this is a 235. So yeah, this is a 235 4018. So this, I believe, has a sport package on it. Okay, we're close but no cigar on this car. All right, just a quick walk around this car while we're here. Heavy front end collision, especially right here on the driver's side front. Definitely sent this car to the yard. And the engine is relatively intact. However, we do have a lot of electrical wires been cut right there. Okay, both seats are gone. We got a brown steering wheel. Looks like the dashboard top is brown and the bottom is tan. And the same situation right here in the door panel. Got a tan door panel with a wood grain strip right there. Center console is gone. Shifter console trim is gone. Radio and AC controls are still there, along with the digital display. And this is a digital odometer, so I can't tell you the mileage. And the airbag's gone. And there goes a Monte Carlo SS, about to be picked apart. Okay, now looking at that front wheel, that thing is trashed. Most likely from the accident. Okay, the rear wheel is all scratched up. Who knows if that's forklift damage? Rest in peace, Mercedes E350. Hoping to keep some other ones on the road. All right, since we're on the topic of Mercedes-Benz here, we got a 1980 S430. This is a very rare car. I believe this was their pinnacle coupe back in the day. Some chrome door handles. And of course, very solid doors. I mean, for 1980, I mean, the interior is in really good shape, minus the floor. Glove box has been folded down, and it looks like the radio is just hanging right there. And the armrest and driver's side seat has seen better days. However, look at the passenger seat. I mean, this thing is in really good shape. Rear seat, that's a whole different ballgame. Like I said before, window tint is very important for car interiors. And sadly, it's an automatic transmission. Not even sure if these S430s came with a manual option. And just a quick front end view of the car. Looks like I got some aftermarket fog lamps right there underneath the bumper. All right, the driver's side door is locked, so sadly, I can't tell the mileage on this car. And it's just a quick overall view of the 1980 Mercedes-Benz S430. Rest in peace, Mercedes S430. Hoping to keep some other ones on the road. Okay, just walking through, and this car in particular caught my eye. This is a 1995 Toyota Avalon, and this is a nice green color. I'm not sure how to explain this, but I just wish manufacturers made colors like this. I mean, this is just beautiful. Let me go ahead and show you on the other side where the sun's shining this thing. And out here in the sun will give you a better idea of this beautiful green. I mean, this is just a gorgeous color. I can't believe manufacturers have swayed away from these colors in the 1990s. All right, guys, another cool example of a green color. 1996 Toyota Paseo in green. This is a much brighter green than the Avalon. Just goes to show you that back in 1990s, Honda and Toyota knew exactly what they're doing when they designed cars with the green color in mind. Let's just take a peek real quick here inside. Okay, sadly this is an automatic transmission. Radio's still there. Steering wheel's still there. Let's see if we can see the mileage. 194,566 miles. Not too shabby. Driver's side seat has definitely seen better days. I mean, just look at the design of these seats. It's pretty cool. It's almost like a coach bus right there almost. That's just too bad these manufacturers don't paint cars like they used to in the 1990s. Not only with thicker paint, but much more vibrant, fun colors. All right, guys, so I've walked through this yard for about an hour and a half, and I'm not finding what I'm looking for. And this is very large here. As you can see, multiple acres of both imports and domestics, but obviously we focused on all the imports. So one road here and another road there of imports. And on the back side, you got the domestics. And on the back side of that, you got SUVs and pickup trucks. Let me show what's going on here. All right, so taking a look at our list right here, this white 410, this was a coupe. It had the incorrect wheel. Okay, now the black 206 and the white 211, these were not there, so I presume they've been crushed. The white 999, I believe that's in processing, so they haven't assigned this a number yet, so that's why it's 999. The gray 222 and the black 221, these were both sedans. They were incorrect wheels, or their wheels were missing. Now the black 32 right here, this looked like it had the correct wheels on it, but I can't find this one for whatever reason. So I think the lower numbers indicate it's in the private lot, or it's right there at the beginning where they do the processing. I don't know if you can see that building where my screwdriver is pointing at. So if I can find this black 32, this will be the money pot right here. So I'm gonna go up front, see if I can do a second look and try and find this black 32 because I believe it's got the wheels we're looking for. All right, guys, we're back in the parking lot here. Now, I didn't have any luck in the main part of the yard. We saw a few E350s, a combination of coupes and sedans. So the split 5-spoke wheel I'm looking for didn't exist on any of those cars. However, I found out that rows 1 through 99 is in the private lot, and also 901 through 998 is also a private lot. All right, so taking a look at the list here, we got a white one that's row 999, so that's in processing, and then we've got a black number 32. So according to the stock pictures, I think car number 32 had the correct wheels on it. So it's basically a split 5-spoke design, and that's the sport package, and that's a staggered wheel setup. So I'm looking for a front wheel. So anyways, I went to the front counter, asked if I could go back there and take a look. He wouldn't let me back there for whatever reason. Now, I have been back there in the past to pull a power steering pump from a Honda Prelude, and I had to actually pull it myself because they're short-handed and they still charged me full price for full service parts. But you know, it is what it is. He wouldn't let me back there for whatever reason, so he's gonna give me a call back tomorrow and he's gonna text pictures of both the front wheels. So I'm gonna go ahead and see what condition it is. Now, according to prices, it's $150 per wheel because it's in the full service lot, and then there's a $15 core charge, so that's $165, and there's tax on that. So you're looking at almost about, I don't know, $175 for one wheel, which I think is ridiculous, but it is what it is. I think a regular wheel at this yard is priced around $80 for an 18-inch wheel. So, you know, it's the situation in hand with the full service lot. So whenever cars come into the salvage yard, they see value in the parts and they don't want the yard vultures picking them apart, so they'll put them in the private lot. So there's no people back there allowed, especially with tool bags. Anyhow, I think we're back to work on the salvage yard tours. Now, let me go and explain what happened of why we took a long break from doing junkyard tours. So junkyard tours were pretty popular when I was actually looking for parts on CB7 and CB9 project. But however, you know, the interest just kind of declined over the months. So I think my last video, I had maybe 600 or 500 views, and you know, I put a lot of time and effort, you know, editing all these videos. So I just didn't think there was much more interest in the junkyard tours. So that's kind of why I put a stop to it. And now I'm actually doing YouTube shorts on all the cars I see in the junkyards. So anyways, if you guys want to go ahead and see a lot more junkyard videos for 2025, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching and have a fantastic day.